Yeah, I wish we could have gotten those guys in on it so I could pretend to be.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody, comic fans alike, whether you shop here or not. Welcome from afar and from up close. We're doing a little cleaning of our cement outside. They've been falling through the roof tiles for the last week and a half, so it's the least they can do, which is fine. But this is why we have microphones. So, welcome to Tuesday night and a fifth Wednesday, but a full and fantastic fifth Wednesday of comic books. We're pretty jazzed to talk about those, but I'm going to back Andrea so we can talk about our wonderful weekend of Trick or Read. It's always the Saturday before Halloween, so don't fear you didn't miss too much. We do have a ton of Trick or Read books to give away. We love Halloween around here, so if you missed anything, sorry, Spawn gone, you're going to have to move. If you missed anything, we do have plenty of Trick or Read books to give away through Halloween, maybe beyond, who knows. We're stoked about it because we just love giving away Halloween comics, and the selection was simply fantastic this year.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. Speaking of things that are free, if you stop in the shop this week while our supplies last, which are plentiful but still limited, free Marvel, DC, and IDW previews with any purchase of a existing or a coinciding company, therefore, or just ask nicely, and we will make sure we get those previews books for you, with the caveat that you check out those preview books and then go ahead and ask us to add some books to your file, because we would be happy to do that. All the new titles are on the computer, so ready to subscribe. Right, John Shear?
Exactly.
Right. So that's awesome. I think that's my only update. We will have more news about it upcoming, but our Black Friday sale is going to supersede a late night comics in November. So if you want to put that on the back burner of your mind's calendar, it will basically be an extended late night comics for many days and many nights. So we will have specific information about that forthcoming. Right?
Yep.
Right. Okay. Our favorite segment, 3 things this week. Yay! And we chose some cool colors to go along with it. The first thing this week, or the first thing of the 3 is it's always Halloween when there's time travel. We are very, very excited that Image Comics has chosen to reprint Paper Girls again. We love Paper Girls as a series. If you watch the Amazon show, it is a good show. This is a great book. So time travel involved, and it takes place on Halloween. So what do you know? What a great week for it.
Also, set in Cleveland.
Yeah, that can't hurt at all. If you've never read Paper Girls, this is a perfect opportunity to pick it up. They are going to reprint these backpack editions, and so this is volume 1, and this is $13 whole for 10 very full issues, written by, definitely worth mentioning, Brian K. Vaughan of Saga, Why the Last Man, Pride of Baghdad,
Spectators,
Ex Machina fame, all the greats. So this is a fun collection for the week. Our second thing this week is Read Red and Blue. We are very, very stoked about Superman specials whenever they come out, because that is our bread and butter as far as reading comic books go. But we every once in a while get one of these books with 4 or 5 mini stories in them celebrating a specific hero or event or time period from DC. Typically on a fifth Wednesday, they'll put out these specials. I will tell you this, it is not often that you get a special where every story is gold. All 4 of them in here are fantastic stories. We could gush about each one of them in different ways. My personal favorite was the Michael Walsh story, kind of Day in the Life of Superman. He's been a great creator with some Image Comics, Exquisite Corpses being one of them. And he got his chance to write a Day in the Life of Superman book, which kind of every creator cuts their teeth on a little bit, and he freaking killed it. So John Shear will talk about this a little more specifically when we get to that side of the table, but read Red and Blue. And then the third thing this week, hey, that's my gamer tag. This one is very close to my heart. And also I'm a little pissed off and I feel like I should sue somebody. But along with the Age of Revelation releases this week, Undeadpool is a new 3-issue miniseries, very horror-based, very horror-vibed, coming out this week. And I will say that Undeadpool has been my Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, whatever, gaming console gamer tag since I had a gamer tag. Because I've always liked zombies, and I've always liked Deadpool, and that seemed like a natural fit. And now, Marvel saw my idea and freaking stole it, and titled a book with it, and that book is awesome. So, fine. If it was garbage, we'd have words. But let's get to the new stuff on the table, which is a little spread out differently because we wanted to make sure John Judas's work around here is greatly appreciated. You know, like he's not just a name on the door. He happens to put together a lot of our dollar stock along with John Sure and Kevin. How clean can concrete get?
It's going to be so clean.
John, Kevin, and John have been booking through back issues since our bigger sale a couple weeks ago and have added a lot of dollar stock. So a couple of themes. You got DC box, you got Justice League box, Marvel Ultimate Comics, and then some small press stuff left over from our late night comics, which people are still really eyeing up. But yeah, brand new dollar stock at the bottom of the table, worth mentioning. But I'm going to let Andrea stretch from that side of the table. Just start with the aforementioned Paper Girls Backpack Edition. We do have two different covers for this $13 excellent collection. The first one that Andrea's probably showing you with some glare on there is the shiny direct market edition, so you can only get that at comic shops. And next to it, but equally awesome, is the regular cover of Volume 1. Below that, we've got some hardcovers from Image. Rook Exodus has been arguably our favorite, even if it's the most delayed book from the Ghost Machine universe, and they did a deluxe hardcover of that book with all the Rook material up until the gap in the year there where they needed to pick it up. But it's a beautiful hardcover, just like the rest of them. Speaking of beautiful hardcovers, the most recent Universal Monsters miniseries that finished up is The Mummy by Faith Erin Hicks, and that is completely collected in two different covers. This cover you're seeing right now is the direct market edition of the hardcover, and then next to it is the mass market edition of the hardcover. And then I will give Andrea a moment to reposition, and we'll get to the rest of the Image collections and the Image single series. Next on this side of the table is the complete Napalm Lullaby 10-issue miniseries by Rick Remender. So that is the entire miniseries, which I can now read in toto. I'm a bad fan for not having read it up until this point. Lady Mechanica has a new trade paperback volume. They're calling it Volume 2. I think it's just the most recent miniseries and one-shot collected over the past year and a half or so. Next to it is the most recent Department of Truth trade paperback. They are on Volume 6 for that ongoing series. And it's still trucking, which is great.
Yeah.
And then 3 reprints from Image. If you missed it, Rick Remender has a new book with Daniel Acuna, and it is fantastic, especially once you get to issue 3, which is quite an all-action issue and very kind of tough to read, just based on onomatopoeias alone. But this is number 1, reprinted for a third print. Skinbreaker by Robert Kirkman, very successful. Starting out, issue number 2 came out last week, and now we've reprinted issue number 1. And Ghost Pepper, it's a reprint, kind of food truck adventure anime book, number 1. To the center of the table brings us a Universal Monsters re-release. The first part of the Universal Monsters series from Image was a telling of Dracula by James Tynion, and in this format they have put it in black and white and collected issues 1 and 2 together. So if you miss it, this is a great way to get back on the train, read it, or we have the hardcover in stock. They're going to do 2 issues of this, collecting the entire miniseries in black and white just in time for the spooky season. And now we're on to our Spawn stuff. There it is.
Yeah.
Rat City on issue number 19. That will be your cover A. Here's your cover B. Spawn, the Black Ritual, Book of Nyx. That's on issue number 6. 6 Nyx. And Spawn, Sam and Twitch, Case Files. That's on issue number 19. Rockefellers is new this week with issue number 10, and a fun Easter egg I'm sure you'll notice is that everybody on this cover is dressed like another Ghost Machine character. Redcoat Geiger, who's our Pranky.
Yeah.
Pranky from Hyde Street, Mr. X-Ray, and the Rook. Dude, Rook.
Two-headed dog.
Love it. Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
It's Barney.
Of course it is.
That's amazing.
I love it.
Then, long awaited by this crew, issue number 16 of Knights is out this week. Next to it, you've got Feral number 17 with a fun Easter egg. One of our content creator, comic book shop owner friends that we've known throughout the years from different events and meetings and stuff around the country, Shannon Live, has a quote on the back of it from being friends with Tony Fleeks and probably insisting to have a quote on the back of it, but very apt for the series. So that's issue 17 of Feral, cover A. And we've got a movie homage cover B. Which movie is it?
Come on.
She thought I was going. And that does it for new Image stuff for us this week. We have one reprint from Marvel, but it is a freaking doozy, especially on a Fifth Wednesday. Probably the first thing to wholly celebrate on this table as far as a Fifth Wednesday goes. Deadpool, Batman, the Marvel DC crossover, the first Marvel DC crossover in 20 years, being reprinted as a second printing, featuring Logo, the Logan Lobo mashup character that was the backup story in the book, on the cover. So there is your cover A's for that, and we have one in 25 variant available by Mark Bagley, originally a foil variant, this time not, and that is $40. The first collected edition for Marvel this week is Deadpool's Affirmations. It is essentially Deadpool artwork in a coffee table book with funny affirmations like you'd see in a Live, Laugh, Love household, but with all with small tags at the end to make them just deranged enough to fit a Deadpool titled book. Next to that, you have the entire 4-issue Power Man Timeless miniseries, which was wholly the most overlooked book of last year. What a fantastic 4-issue miniseries. Cosmically, it nails the scope. Character development-wise, it is just so satisfying. So if you missed out on this one, this is all 4 issues collected in one volume. Next to that, we've had the Marvel Disney What If collection of one-shots. What if Donald Duck were Wolverine? What if Donald Duck were Iron Man? What if Goofy were Spider-Man? What if Minnie was Captain Marvel? What if Mickey and Friends were the Avengers? And what if Mickey and Friends were the Fantastic Four? All really fun, great, all-ages reads in one paperback. Above that, we've got the Epic Collection Venom, Planet of the Symbiotes, new this week. That is not a modern era. That's a regular Epic Collection. Next to it, the second volume of the current Wolverine ongoing series, Call of the Adamantine, which I believe is the name of the villain in that Wolverine run. Next to that, we have another collection of one-shots. This is Marvel Tales by J. Michael Straczynski. This is all of your off-kilter team-up books from last year and this year. You got Nick Fury, Fin Fang Foom, Ghost Rider Galactus, Cap and Volstagg, just to name a few. But every single one of those pages is worth its weight in salt. Gold. But by itself, the Spider-Man team-up with the Sinister 16 is one of the most phenomenal one-shots I've ever read.
So good.
And then we're getting into new Marvel stuff. The first two are Star Wars books this week from Marvel. You have issue number 2 of Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red. And next to it, you have Star Wars Dr. Aphra, the Chaos Agent, on issue number 5. We're in the middle of some miniseries. Right now, Battleworld is on issue number 2. And we've got several covers available for that one. This one being by Lionel Francis Yu for your cover A. Your cover B is the cross-gen homage variant.
Continuation variants, because Mystic ended at issue 43, so they're saying, hey, look, she's back at issue 44 20 years later.
But it's not issue 44. It's Battleworld number 2.
But it's Mystic 44 because she's back.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, more importantly, the the Muppet homage variant for 70 Years of Muppets, featuring the Infinity Gauntlet, which I just freaking love. Look at this. Animal is the Silver Surfer.
I love it.
I love it. Next to that one, we got Black Cat on issue number 3. There's cover A, but pay no mind. Here's cover B by Maria Wolf, the Marvel Zombies variant, which is simply spectacular. Then we've got cover. Oh, I'm sorry.
Zoom in on these
Give those weird cats.
These little kitties.
Yeah, those are not friends. So the Maria Wolf variant is your cover B. Your cover C, pretty beautiful also, to be honest with you, but man, that Zombies variant. And then to go along with it, a 1 in 25 variant for $20. The middle of the table brings us back to a wrap-up of a miniseries, Imperial, issue number 4. This does wrap up Imperial. It's going to lead into several spin-off series like Nova Centurion and Planet She-Hulk. There's cover A. Cover B is your Marvel Rivals design variant. And then we've got a 1 in 25 variant for $10. Emma Frost, the White Queen, also wrapping up a miniseries with issue number 5. There's your cover A. And then cover B is another spectacular Marvel Zombies variant. Awesome. Issue number 3 of Thor, or The Mortal Thor, is continually awesome. I have not read it. John Shear assures me that Thor in human form still knows how to use a hammer.
Yep.
He does.
Yeah, I read that before
Dramatically.
the video.
up in the sky. So there's your cover A. Another equally awesome cover B is the Marvel Zombies cover of Thor #3. Next to that, we've got the Stormbreakers variant at cover C, and then a 1 in 25 variant featuring everybody's favorite Thor imposter, Beta Ray Bill, for $15. And to round out the row, a one-shot for Marvel Rivals. They're coming back into vogue. There was a season for Marvel Rivals called The King in Black, so they are going to follow that up with a story in comics, very venomized. And there is one cover for that one on the table for you to claim. Oh, we're wrapping them all up this week.
Yeah.
The Death of Silver Surfer wraps up with a pretty iconic cover A. I'm not going to lie. I like that cover. Next to that, we have cover B by Castellini. And next to that, we have cover C by Ron Lim, featuring the Silver Surfer as a zombie. All new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider continues its ongoing run with issue #3. There's cover A, and there's cover B, which I really enjoy. And right above that, we have a One World Under Doom tie-in with Runaways #5, which also wraps up that mini-series. Yeah. Now. And then the rest of the table is going to be some Age of Revelation X-Men tie-ins. This is the last round of #1s for Age of Revelation tie-ins. And first on the docket this week is Cloak or Dagger. Essentially, Cloak and Dagger were mutated in a way that they cannot occupy the same physical space together, which is kind of weird for a married couple. But they find fun ways to switch back and forth to accomplish the mission, and then you get a nice little meat hook at the end to see where they're going to end up next. Again, first in a 3-issue miniseries. There's your cover A. Here's your cover B. Awkward. Here's your cover C. And a 1 in 25 variant for $12. The next one of the 4 is the Expatriate X-Men. This is the title that replaced Exceptional X-Men as far as ongoing series go. And it's very reminiscent of Kitty Pryde's Marauders. If you read that book and enjoyed it, this is kind of your X-Men on the move, accomplishing the mission and moving on to the next one. There's no real loyalty of standing still in this book, but you've got a Kamala Khan angle and then a lot of the characters they introduced in Exceptional X-Men and then run with here 10 years later into Revelation's reign. There's cover A. Right next to it is a 1 in 25 variant for $12. Undeadpool #1 is awesome. It's Tim Seeley writing it, so he comes from Army of Darkness writing. He comes from Hack Slash writing. Fun horror series. He gives it a real indie feel. But essentially, Deadpool's body's healing factor is not working correctly. It's not an overdrive, but it's not an underdrive. He needs to consume and feed his body in order to keep the healing factor at bay, kind of. He's essentially a mind inside an automated meat hot pocket.
Yeah.
He doesn't have control over what he's doing, and it makes for some good narration and some great kind of horror moments because he's just shambling around trying to figure out the world. They introduce some new mutants and they kill off some new mutants, and they're all really fun and well characterized. So it all around really good, well-rounded book. I think we all agreed this is our favorite one this week. And you get a little bit of a boomstick homage right here.
Yeah.
There's your cover A, here's your cover B, and here's your cover C for that one. And then the whole top of the table is X-Vengers. This is the Avengers angle on the 10 years later in the Age of Revelation. Shang-Chi, Cannonball, you got Hank Pym in a way, Vision in a way, Hawkeye in 6 ways. And then Danny Moonstar leading the team with Captain America's shield, which I will say is the only part of the book that did not fit for me. But otherwise, a really fun team book. They are making the Age of Revelation work for them. The power differentials are kind of fun and different, but still fit with the characters as we know them. So I would have liked different artwork, but it wasn't bad in any stretch of the word. I'm excited to see where this one goes because they seem to be the only team in this whole X universe crossover thing going on right now that plays well with Revelation and his reign. So there's cover A. Here's cover B. Cover C. You got a 1 in 25 variant by Greg Land, which I gotta say I kind of like. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then a 1 in 50 variant by Pablo Villalobos, which is the all art cover of the previously mentioned cover B.
How much is it?
It is $40.
All right.
Yep.
And then we get to DC. And it is a tiny DC week, but so good because the top of the table is Absolute Batman Annual. This is not a Scott Snyder written book. This is a Daniel Warren Johnson and James Herron written book, and they both have 2 stories in there. And Daniel Warren Johnson, as Ben has said previously, likes to draw big machines, and as I said, he likes to draw people doing suplexes. And there are a lot of suplexes in this book. It is as good a absolute Batman story as you'd want. It's fantastic. Like, we love it. We love absolute Batman. And
I like this annual in particular because it addresses the fact that the constant running theme in Absolute Batman, where this is a young Batman and he's making mistakes, and the mistakes in this absolute universe are big and bold, and they're lessons that we haven't seen these heroes learn in a long time. And I really like that Daniel Warren Johnson's story in this issue is essentially showing us how wrong this Batman can be now, so that he can be right later. And
Yes.
I really, really, really like that. I really like that. And James Herron is the best onomatopoeia work in the business right now. I mean, like, freaking so solid.
Yeah. So we have cover A, and then we got a slew of other covers, but we only got one of them. So there's your cover B, your cover C, your cover D, and a $12 1 in 25 variant. Collection-wise, $125 gets you the Bronze Age House of Mystery Omnibus Volume 1. Classic 60s stuff.
2025 edition.
So there you go, 2025 edition. But next to that, Superman Red and Blue, the 2025 special. I'm going to hold it up. 4 stories. Paul Dini writes one. He writes the first one. The aforementioned
Great
Michael
story,
Walsh
yeah.
writes the second one. Rainbow Rowell writes the 4th one. The 3rd one, a whole new person, and they do a really good job. But Ben's favorite was Walsh's. Mine might be Rowell's. That being said, 4 fantastic stories for $6.
All
Can't beat
of
it.
them.
Yeah.
That never
Like,
happens in
Yeah.
a special.
So good. And then next to that, Batman: The Long Halloween, Last Halloween, issue number 10 of 10, wraps it up really, really well. Jeff Loeb did a very good job of making this whole universe, his Long Halloween universe, tidy. Could it have been a bit longer? Maybe, sure, but he does a really good job of wrapping it up. We got 2 covers for that. There's your cover A, there's your Adam Hughes cover B. And then on the other end of the spectrum, Batman Robin Year 1 by Mark Waid and Chris Samney finishes on its number 12, and the last couple pages of this are absolutely glorious. He ties this up really well with Two-Face and Clayface. Just a great story. And then collection-wise, Batman Brave and the Bold, Across the Universe. This one is worth it for the Tim Seeley, Kelly Jones Dead Man story. It takes up nearly the entire book, and it is gorgeous. It's so good. And then Second Prince. If you missed him, we got him. Absolute Batman number 10, more Bane. Absolute Batman 11, more Bane.
I think Absolute Batman number 11 is the most bonkers Batman issue I have ever read in my entire life. It
Yeah.
is continually shocking. I just reread it, and it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, it's mean, too.
It's
yeah.
mean.
So, Absolute Superman issue number 10 reprint, and Absolute Wonder Woman issue 11 second print. More DC collections. $125 gets you the All-Star Western Omnibus from New 52. All the Jonah Hex stories collected in one big giant hardcover. As Kevin says, if you guys don't buy it, he's probably going to buy it a little later. But yeah, there you go. New printing of The Wake by Scott Snyder and Sean Murphy. All 10 issues collected. If you haven't read it, it's great.
It's a perfect cover-to-cover Halloween book.
Yeah. From EC Comics, we get Two-Fisted Tales Volume 4 from the EC Archives. Welcome to Twilight from the World of Minor Threats. We've got that full collection there. After about 5 months, Robo Wolf issue number 2. I mean, it's that cover is what you get on the inside. It's
Yep.
wonderful. Graveyard Club from R.L. Stine. All those big, giant, oversized ones are finally collected in one big, handy-dandy trade paperback. Conan Scourge of the Serpent, number 2. Joe Bob would love this book. There's everything. There's every bee thing that Joe Bob loves is in this issue. Oh my gosh, so
Blood
much.
and breasts and beasts.
And honestly, a fourth one with beheadings. So yeah. Cults of the Lamb is back. This is volume 2 of Cults of the Lamb. So your cute little culty lamb creatures get their comic book back. We got a couple covers for that. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. And we've got your blank cover C, apropos of that being read. Essentia from Wait Comics has been doing they've been like gathering up a whole bunch of like different artists to do cool covers for them. And so this one, the video doesn't really do it well, but it really sort of shimmers. And Jim Lee did the cover. So that's why we got it. We got a couple of those if you want it. It's cool. Toxic Avengers on issue number 4. I mean, it's their Valentine's Day issue only a few months early. But yeah, so wonderful. And then Toxie's team up number 5, Toxic Avenger, and the Justice Warriors as they team up. From Ignition Comics, Beauty number 1, Jeremy Hahn's book. Originally came out as an image book. He has updated it for Ignition Comics, but it is still the same general story. There is a virus that is happening, but honestly, just a creepy little book that pretty much everybody ignored when it was an image. Now Ignition gives it a big push. That being said, they changed it enough because let me tell you, the last page of this book, crazy.
Yeah, this is technically the second series. They're continuing it.
Yeah.
And it is soon to be a TV show on FX.
So there you go. There's your cover A, and there's your cover B, which makes more sense once you read the book. And then from Mad Cave, Phantom is on issue number 2. Dick Tracy gets a Halloween special for a one-shot. And then we got a whole slew of, not a slew of Dynamite, but we got a couple. We got Thundercats issue number 20. Chitara gets her own miniseries. This is issue number 1. There's your cover A and your cover B.
World Breaker.
Below that, Supernatural continues, tells stories within the Supernatural universe. Issue number 1.
Never watched a minute of it.
So there you go.
Look at me.
So if you liked Supernatural, now you got comics for it. Frankenstein, Alive. It is by Steve Niles, Bernie Wrightson, back again. They put this out a while ago, and it has been long out of print. So if you want some cool Bernie Wrightson Frankenstein artwork, this is what you want right here. Full collection. TMNT has an annual. This is their taking a break between creator change. So we get a one-shot. Did you read it yet?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm a Jason Aaron purist.
All right. So one-shot Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles annual. We got cover A. We got a $10 1 and 25 variant and a $20 1 and 50 variant. By Kevin Eastman. Peter Cooper's Wish We Weren't Here. Postcards from the Apocalypse. They are a series of just standalone clips, 4 panels, 4 or 3 panel shots, and they are fantastic commentary on everything that's going on. I read a whole bunch of them today, and they're great. Peter Cooper's.
Yeah, that is a pretty freaking cool book.
Honestly.
Yeah, they're 4 panel comics.
Yeah,
that's what they are.
But yeah, very good. Godzilla's rampaging across the country. He's versus Kansas City this time, so we've got a couple covers for that.
How does he do with a landlocked city?
He just
Smashes it.
There's some rivers.
Yeah.
They show him in some water.
So, there's your cover A. There's your cover B.
Season
Which is
water
fantastic. Stitch is on issue number 3, and then Maleficent gets her own second series.
She's seeking more power.
There we go.
Yeah, she felt scorned when Snow White not Snow White, sorry, Sleeping Beauty kind of took it away from her.
So
she's back at it.
More. From Brad Meltzer and Chris Eliopoulos, I Am Simone Biles. They've got the new one for that. Monster High House Haunters.
Yeah!
Issue number 5. Only took me 5 issues.
Yeah.
Final one. And then Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica, issue number 40, facsimile edition, is our last book on the table this week.
Yeah, that concludes a Fifth Wednesday table. I will end this video by saying thank you for dealing with our little difference in video last week. Hopefully it didn't really weird anybody out.
Yeah.
That we like pre-recorded it. We had a lot of fun selling toys. So that was last week,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
no, it's.
All right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
was it last
Yeah,
week?
it was,
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much. All hail a Fifth Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. We'll see you tomorrow for your comic books.